Hey guys, it's story time with Mr. Gary time again. Mr. Gary here. Thank you so much. Now, I know usually you do this on Thursdays, but in New Jersey we had a pretty bad snowstorm yesterday. Still snowing a little today, sleeting, icy, and the POAC office was closed yesterday. So we moved the book to today. So hopefully a bunch of our friends will still log on and see the story. And we picked a different story. Over the Moon, Let Love In. And it's based on a famous Chinese folk tale. Folk tales are like mythology or stories. And, it's funny. I was thinking American folk tales, our folk tales are usually about super strong people or giant people. Paul Bunyan, the giant lumberjack, and Babe, the blue ox, or John Henry, the super strong guy with the hammer, or Pecos Pete, who grabbed a tornado by its tail. So American folk stories are always, or mostly, like strong, super strong people. But Chinese folk stories, and I read a lot of them. My mom used to read a lot of Chinese folk stories to me as a child. We just happened to have a book on Chinese folk stories. Most of them revolve around love and loss and forgiveness. So it's kind of nice just looking at the two cultures. So I thought this book would be really good. And you can see it's a movie on Netflix. And some of the songs are actually really, really cool. So a little bit sad at times, but at the end of the day, it's really happy. So the mythology of the story is this goddess Chang'e, that's the woman, fell in love with this man Hu Hei, and they were so in love. But Hu Hei was out hunting, and Chang'e was attacked by some bad people, and she had 2 immortality, live forever pills. And so she put them both in her mouth to hide them from the thieves, and she swallowed them by mistake. So she was going to live forever, and her love of her life wasn't. So Chang'e went up to the moon and she became the moon goddess. Oh, hi, Rose. Rose is here. I'm so happy Rose is here. So it's going to start off. Once upon the stars above, a man and woman fell in love. Her name was Chang'e. He was Hui. Their love was gentle. Their love was true until one day to the sky she flew. Now Chang'e waits forevermore until her love comes through the door. She hopes that it may happen soon, for now she waits alone in the moon. So like she's the moon goddess, hanging out in the moon all the time, waiting for her boyfriend to come back, the love of her life. He never does, though. He never does, because Chang'e's living forever, and that happen. So now we go from that story to Fei Fei, this little girl over here, and that's her bunny. You know what her bunny's name is? Are you ready? It's a cool name. Bungee, like a bungee cord. That's her bunny. So Fei Fei, that's the little girl. Fei Fei loved when the mother told her the story of Chang'e, the moon goddess. It always made the little girl so happy, and her mother would always say, "Cherish life, Fei Fei. Love those around you each and every day." That's kind of nice, right? Loving those around you. There's an old James Taylor song, "Cherish the people you love with love." And that's kind of what this book is all about. Even though we may lose some people, or you might have somebody you really love and you adore, and maybe they move away, or someone gets divorced, or someone even could, pass or die. There's so much love here, and thinking about them and the rest of the family. So even though there's rough times, there's still a lot of love. So now they're making mooncakes. Mooncakes are awesome. Hey, Jonathan and Emily. Love the supplies in the house. So mooncakes are during the autumn feast. They're beautiful, like Chinese little cakes filled with like red beans or different things you can have in them. Really tasty, and they're gorgeous looking. So there's Fei Fei and her mom and her dad and Bungee keep filling the mooncakes with magic. Remember to always do your best. Cherish life, stay true, and always know that I love you. So that was her mom. Always told Fei Fei, I love you. Always know I love you. But, a little sad. The mom got sick and the mom had to go away. Sometimes we have to say goodbye to the ones we cherish most in life. That was a little sad one today, right, guys? Fei Fei's mom actually died, went up to heaven. And as days turn to years, the family begin to heal. It takes a long time sometimes, many, many years to heal. And although they had each other, it was time to meet new people. And what Fei Fei didn't want was a new family. She didn't want a stepmom coming in here or a new baby brother, Chin. She didn't want that at all. Fei Fei had Bungie the rabbit and her father, Baba, and that's all she wanted. She didn't want anything else. And she would look up to the moon, and Fei Fei looked to the stars, and she thought of the moon goddess and all the stories her mom used to tell her. If only Fei Fei could prove Chang'e was real, it would remind Baba, Baba is her name for her father, Baba of mother's love. Oh, Chang'e, what can I do? How can I prove your story true? So Fei Fei thought if she could go up to the moon and prove that the moon goddess was real, maybe her dad would just, stay in love with her mom forever. So she thought about it and she goes, how do I get to the moon? I build a rocket ship. So she's building a rocket ship. She's designing a rocket ship. Look at that. That's the answer. And I hope to see you soon. And Fei Fei was she smart. She actually knows how to make a rocket ship. And in the movie on Netflix, they make it a little bigger. They're kind of skipping a few steps in the book. So we're on our way in my rocket ship to the moon. Look at that. How cool is that? So it's her younger brother Chin, and Bungie on the way to the moon. All right, so they go up to the moon and they crash land on the moon. Oh no! But they're okay because they're able to still breathe because it's a special fantasy moon. And look, these two Chinese dragons come and rescue them. Isn't that cool? Chinese dragons look really neat, I think. And they pick them up, and we might crash, we might fall, but we will never give up. That's Fei Fei. Fei Fei is so tough. And Chin Chin, her younger brother, he's just cracking up. He thinks it's the funniest thing in the world. So together, they find an extraordinary place, a magical world full of wondrous light. Look at that. That's nicer than Disneyland. I love that. That is so cool looking. So guess who they meet? Chang'e, the moon goddess. So Fei Fei found the moon goddess Chang'e. She was spectacular, extraordinary, ultra luminary. Now that's a big word. Ultra luminary. You know what that means? Ultra means so much, over the top, and luminary means bright and shining and luminous. So she was ultra luminary. But Fei Fei quickly learned not everything was as it seemed. Those are biker chicks. That's what they call them in the movie. Biker chicks because they're chickens. So the princess, the goddess, promised Fei Fei all her answers to her questions. But first, a quest. You have to find me my gift, the one gift I want. And Fei Fei said, no problem. If I have to journey across the moon to find the goddess a gift, I will. So Fei Fei went across the whole moon looking. She searched everywhere, far and wide, but she could not find the gift. She did find the biker chicks, which was really funny in the movie, moon frogs, and a new friend named Gobi. Look at Gobi. Gobi's so cool. Gobi loved to glow and encourage Fei Fei never to give up, but to grow. I like that. And look, they're flying everywhere. So she would run, fly, jump, and leap her way across the moon to find the gift Changa so desperately needed. I wonder what the gift was. I don't know. And just when she thought she found the gift, every time she thought she found it, someone would swing by and take it, and she would lose it. Whatever it was, the little girl became so sad because she thought she would never find the gift. And so look at her. She's starting to get really upset. But then the goddess Changa was there, and the moon goddess reminded her, Fei Fei, that there were those who loved her still. And all we had to do was let them in. Let love in. And that's kind of the message of this whole thing. Yes, there's sad times. There's sad times in everyone's life. And maybe you can lose someone that you really love. Like I've lost people in my life that, no longer here. No longer here. People that I used to love moved away. People that I used to love might have died. And it's sad. And it's never goes away totally. But there's so many other people around that can love us and very often remember the people that we love, and we can talk about them together. And so she did. She remembered all of the people, her dad and her brother and her stepmom who loved her. And Fei Fei learned that there are those who love us and they're willing to break through anything to help us. Wouldn't you, if you love somebody, wouldn't you do anything to help them? And look, her and her younger brother, who was they were a little shaky there. Fei Fei decided, no, he's so good, Qing. I love him so much. And she decided to let the love through, her pain. That's really what we're talking about, right? The sadness. And the sadness might still be there, but she let the love come in anyway. And she did it. And it was wonderful. It was so good. So Fei Fei realized that love was the gift. Love is the greatest gift of all. And look at the Chinese dragons. Look at them. They're with the moon goddess and her brother and Gobi and Bunji, all of her friends. And she decided it was time to maybe let some of her pain go and to move ahead and to bloom at last and to let the love in of her family that loves her so much, to glow and to grow. And look, the whole family is gathered around the table. If you can give love, if you can let love through, you will find your family waiting there for you. And isn't that true? Love is the gift. I like that. Thank you, Emily and Jonathan. Love's the gift. And isn't that what life is about? I remember when Mr. Gary was in college, I had a biology teacher, AP, Advanced Placement Biology. And he was talking about science, and he was like, well, what's the meaning of life? And people were saying stuff, and I remember I raised my hand. Mr. Gary always raises his hand. And I said in college, the meaning of life is love. Isn't that what life is all about? Finding people you love, showing them how much you love them, just putting that love out. And I find if you send a lot of love out, you kind of get a lot of love back. And I just want you to know, if you're listening to the story today, I love you. Your grown-ups love you in your house. And I'm pretty sure you probably love your grown-ups as well, whoever the grown-ups is. Oh, Poex love. Thank you. Love and family. Oh, Matt, I love Matt. Oh, and Tony's on here too. We love you guys so much. We love you so much. So it might have been a little heavy book today, but love is always good. We love it. Now, next week, I want to do something a little funnier. So the pigeon needs a bath, and the pigeon, look, I do not. Mo Williams. Mo Williams is one of my favorite authors out there. I just think he's so funny. So next week, you're going to listen to this. It's going to be really, really funny. I promise you. I promise you. We're having 2 movies this weekend. Chris and I will see all our friends at the Abominable movie in Toms River, and Miss Brittany is going to see our friends up in Hazlitt. I forget what movie they're seeing. School of Rock, maybe? I'm not sure. One of them. Whatever it is, it's going to be fun because we're all going to be together. Oh, and the boys love the Pigeon books. Pigeon books are really, really cool. You're really going to like that. We also have a bunch of trainings coming up for moms and dads. And Mr. Gary's been training all the police officers. In fact, I'm wearing one of the shirts from the police officers that I train. They usually give Mr. Gary a free shirt. Way to go. Way to go. I'm doing Brick. We just booked Lyndhurst up north, and we're doing a police academy they call today. So we're going to be training every single brand new police officers. They go through the police academy. So that's going to be great. And Miss Brittany always wants me to remind everybody, if you guys have any questions about autism, because we do school assemblies on autism all the time, which I just love doing. And the thing I love most about it is answering the questions from the kids in the audience about autism. So if there's any teachers out there or anybody who has questions, you can just shoot us at info@poac.net. Thank you, Miss Brittany. She's typing like this in the back. And I can do a personalized video maybe for your classroom. So you can even ask, for all the parents out there, you can ask your child's teacher if they have any questions their classroom wants to have on autism. And Mr. Gary, that's me, can answer the question for the classroom. I can even give a call out to the classroom teacher or the school's name, whatever they prefer. So I think that'd be really fun. Oh, Adrian, you stuck in there. Hey, Adrian, how are you? And Sky and Tommy and Faith. Who else is here? A bunch of our friends are coming. I think I'm going to see Tommy and Sky in a little bit. I guess that's it today. Short, sweet book. Sometimes they're longer. Today was kind of a short one. But you could see the full book on Netflix. It's called, again, Over the Moon. Some nice songs in there, too, which is pretty cool. So I love you guys. See you later. I got Chris and Lily in the POAC office with me. Does anybody want to see Lily? No? You want to see the dog? Who wants to see the dog? You got to tell me if you want to see the dog. No? Yes? No? Lily, come here. You want? Come here. Come here, Lily. Up. Up, up. Oh, wait. She's coming. Come here, Lily. I love Lily wants to be seen. Come here. Oh, look. Lily! Say hi, everybody. Oh, there's my Lily. Lily's the best dog in the world. She's so good. She's so good. And she loves Chris. And she knows all of her tricks. And no matter what I ask her, she will come or stay or lay down or sit. And in the summer, we're going to take Lily to some POAC events so everybody can meet her. She loves kids. She loves everybody. She absolutely loves everybody, right? Right, Lily? Ready? Oh! And Lily looks like a puppy, but Lily's old. Lily's 12 years old, but she's so cute. She's so cute, and she's so good, and she's so easy, and she just wants to be held all the time like this, just all the time. Right, Lily? Right? She looks like she had enough, though. I don't know. Well, I'm glad you guys got to meet little Miss Lily, right? No, I don't want to kiss. No. No kiss. I'm gonna take Lily for a walk now. I know Lily, right? She's a cutie. So say hello to all our friends in Canada and across the United States and England. I'm not sure if England's watching today. They usually log on. Jaden's grandparents from England usually log on to say hi. Jonathan said goodbye. All right, bye, guys. See you later. That's it, Brittany. Log us off until next week where the pigeon needs a bath.